Okay, so we're back. This is the after video of Sheva and Ari. They fast learners. They acquired the skills and the progressions very nicely. And when we put it all together, this is what we got. So let's watch Sheva. You can see Sheva here is already gotten rid of the heel striking. You'll notice that as she is reaching out with her foot, it's certainly not with a straight leg. So you see we have some bend there. Sorry, that was a bad line. But that's a way better disposition to be in while reaching out. The other thing that I talked about, and I failed to talk about in the other video, is general center of mass. Ultimately, when your hip is over the ground and at its heaviest point is exactly when your foot should be underneath you, specifically the heel. So let's see what happens with her. Right there, she touches the ground, her weight is not on it. In the next two frames, her hip will be directly over her ankle. That is her GCM. This is your general center of mass, and this is what's going to keep her safe. Whenever she makes contact with the ground, it's important that her hip is right over that contact. Okay. Again, she's pulling with the rear leg. If you'll notice, this leg back here is constantly reaching forward over and over and over again. Every frame is going forward. Remember, before she had the parachute. Now that rear leg is a lot more active, and best of all, if you'll notice, she is completely weightless. She's not touching in the rear, and she's not touching in the front. So that's excellent. That's what we want. We want more weightless, less contact. That's what makes a quiet runner. That's what makes an efficient runner, and that's what's going to keep you safe. We also have a beautiful figure 4, which is the framework which we work within. And here you can see we have 4. Very nice. Our arm swing is a lot more controlled, and it's commensurate to whatever's happening with the lower body. So this is awesome. Fantastic running. Let's watch her full speed. Bring it back. Very light. Good. So let's get some Ari. For Ari, he still has the old habit of heel striking, or at least reaching out with the heel, but at least he's bending as he lands. We just have to get rid of this habit here. He continues to reach with the heel. We need to get rid of this. This here, not so good. We need to remove this from our repertoire of movement. Nobody should be heel striking. Some things that he's doing correctly is his backswing, or I should say his turnover. His turnover is also with each frame moving forward. Very active hamstring, which of course is going to lead to that perfect figure 4. Very nice. Okay, but ultimately Ari's biggest arch nemesis is that he needs to get rid of that heel striking. I understand that he's running lighter than he was before, but at some point this will become a problem. So definitely work on removing this and landing more so on your forefoot, which is that way. Also, you can visualize landing like this as opposed to what you got now, which is a straight line from your hip all the way through the heel. That's pretty much it. These guys learned pretty fast. It only took us about an hour and 15 minutes to get it right, but with the skills and drills they were able to attain it. Let's watch Ari at full speed. You can see he looks a lot smoother than he did before, and mainly is because one thing that he does very well is his hamstrings. His hamstrings are always pulling. He's always turning it over. Look at that rear leg. Every frame is going forward. There it is again. Forward. He wastes no time in pulling it up. Only problem is that it's too high too. I know we spoke about this in person, Ari, but you can see that your wheel is determined by the height of your ankle. This is a big wheel. This is a sprint. Yet your speed, or more specifically your lean, which determines your speed, is that of a 7-minute mile. So that disparity is what's making it look like a show horse, like he's running too fast but not going fast enough. We need to close the gap. If you're leaning that much, maybe if you were leaning, I would say this much, then yes, that wheel should match that. But if you're running a very, very slow pace, what you want is a nice little wheel. Your ankle should be somewhere down there. And that is going to make your figure 4 look a little bit different. This versus this. Yeah, so you want a lazier 4 for the slower speeds, and a really, really sharp 4 for the high speeds. You have a high 4, and it's a low speed, determined by your lean. So ultimately, very, very nice job. Let's watch it again. Very, very smooth running, and a lot lighter than it was.
Alright, me.
That's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the class. Please leave comments and feedback below. That's pretty much it. I'll see you guys soon.